Hoisting history on his back like a sugar sack, the swagger strides along greenstone trails. All night the crib creeks are humming home, and drowned towns float in their canvas shrouds. They are just the ghosts of their original selves, an emotional investment looted by snowmelt for schemes. To answer the question of illumination, to tap the yearning for a golden age, singing shepherds held wisps of tussock which curled like lighted Chinese jaw sticks on the Fantan fables of sly grog dens, frozen in that glacier known as the past. In the forgotten graveyards, hair grows into grass, white wind sifts the sweet vernal over and over, like diggers letting gold dust pour through their fingers. The Kingston Flyer is chuffing on the Great Northern Railway to Wakatipu. John Turnbull Thompson cut the run holders loose with a panoramic survey and the confidence of a faith healer in the middle of Queen Victoria's royal century, when the boom time harvest of Celtic place names seeded central like a Nouveau Iberian dialect from Balclutha to Gimmerburn to Glendew Bay. Winter arrives on time, a glitz-blitz of powdery snow. The hoarfrost is a quartz-topolis of ice crystals turning, weeping willows into frozen chandeliers. Some strung the coils of number 8 wire into fences as trail bikes took the state highway with a roar, and the rain shower passed like a plume over small small towns, that are named hardly seen for the hills. Tarns prickle with bubbles from upland soakage at the start of Wakatipu on Mounts Humboldt and Forbes. Pasture stands foursquare to the intersection of Lake Hawea and Wanaka, from where Nat Chalmers shot the gorge in flax raft with his guides after descending Mount Difficulty in flax sandals, the first pakeha to see Lake Wakatipu, for which he paid Roko and Kaikura a three-legged pot. Te Kohoa. Viper's bug loss is the honeyed heart of the hive, and veranda shadows are dark as delphiniums. The fourfold path of the farmer leads to hot and cold taps. The meat safe's a muslin bag, but the kerosene lamp's gone the way of Aunt Daisy's and Uncle Scrim's voices on the wireless, or goals from the boot and pine tree when rugby took a capital. Braids of rivers run dreadlock plates from a Tanua's stone head, so his blind eyes spurt waterfalls, and his chest is the sucking valley of a mudslide. When swollen rivers heave against mountain flanks and sinkholes laden with silt roar old man floods here, he'd ride the whaleboat, Molly knew, from its tributaries to the sea, or disgorge the Matau of its spears and hooks if they hadn't drained the hydroelectricity way back. Rivers rule our life, gurgling, puddling, dripping, working the lake country round like greenstone, turning out a tiki of interlocking curves flowing into Waiponamu, which breathes its green glow because the lake environs are a home territory of purple grape froth, trickling a ripe rose's scent and beetroot palate into our salad day memories. View of the lake in its many moods, sometimes quiescent, like a window pane, stippled with rain, behind which cucumber leafage and swollen twigs revolve, and you can imagine fridgefuls of rare home brews or spiced plum brandy, tots doled out onto travelers Sometimes waves snapping fierce enough to whip out all the tent pegs in Canvas Town with a wind able to upturn a wedding marquee's trestle tables tomorrow. Days of wooden coach wheels bumping out of the Ida Valley on the old Dunstan Road and journeys of the pioneers. Days releasing meteorological balloons into a delicate apricot sky in this landscape we invent as it invents us, from rock, flake, and spring water, from a skiff of froth tumbling over a weir into the afterglow of the aurora.